What's up, everyone? We're back for episode 5 of our NES Boss programming. Thank you all for continuing to look and watch and comment and thumbs up and all that stuff. It's been cool, so we'll keep the good times going here. Um, so far, we have the background, his face showing up, background tiles. We have his left and right hand, which are comprised of sprites, sort of slamming on the ground, which will at some point stun us. Um, I think last time, yeah, I mean, it's picking us up without us even like getting on him, so we'll have to fix that. Um, can't really jump, so we'll see what that's about. And wasn't there something weird? Yeah, his hand. If you're facing right, his hand goes crazy. But if you face left, his hand is fine. Why would that be? All right, let's see. Let's pull up the RAM just so we can see the sprite memory stuff. And the 0620 area is Onyx. And we need to figure out what... Let's pause it here in the middle of him falling. All right. So that is the sprite tile that is wrong, and that's obviously supposed to be overlaid on top of his little hand, so it looks like it's skin color. Tile 30. Sorry, C0. And that is right here. So that's 0620 would be sprite bank V without any offset. So this will be plus 16 plus 20. Is it the same sprite if I'm facing left or right? No. If I'm facing left, this one is 6C0. Why do I keep saying 6? C0. And if I'm facing right, this one's C0. So is it 0620 sprite bank V plus 16? So I'm not doing anything with sprite bank V plus 20. And this is when I'm colliding. Let's see what happens if I add that there. Let's just see what happens. We will close you. We will reopen. That's correct. Is that all it was? All right. Now the hand is working fine. We will take it. All right. Jumping. So we can jump on the ground. Cannot jump when we're on his hand. I'm sure there's a smarter way to do this. So we need to check for jumping before it resets or moves our player sprite to above the hand. So let's just see if this works. Load button P1. Is that what I have it labeled as? Buttons P1. Buttons P1, which is just a variable that I have that constantly looks for controller input. And there's 1 bit. Obviously, there's 8 bits per byte. There's 8 bits in this variable. Each bit is a different key. So bit 1 is A, bit 2 is B, A, B, select is bit 3, start is bit 4, up, down, left, right. So this is the sequence of button inputs that it reads. So in that order. So basically we just need to look at bit 1, because bit 1 is what we use A for jumping. So we're going to compare. We don't want to compare, because if they have a direction and A pressed at the same time, multiple bits would be set. So we need to just look for that bit in addition to other bits. So we'll do and. So we look just at bit 1. Basically, we're ignoring all other bits with and. And then if it's not, so it compares then. It compares, sorry, this is all very complicated. I'm trying to figure out how to explain it. If you don't do a compare, it assumes you're comparing to 0. If you just do a branch if equal or branch if not equal, if it's not immediately after a compare. So we're going to look at bit 1. So it's comparing it to 0. So if it's not 0, A is being pressed. So if A is being pressed, we want to skip all this. And let's just do jumping. So if we're comparing that bit to 1, if it's not 0, that means A is pressed, and we're just going to go to jumping. Jumping. All right. So what variables do I have to set to have Onyx jump? Let's go to our normal Onyx jumping routine. Onyx jump. No. Jump. Jumping. Nope. Jump. Here we go. It's so hard to remember what you name routines. All right, so let's just find the variables we set. So right here we're doing the same thing. If A is being pressed, you go to jump up. So these are the variables I'm setting when I normally jump. Let's just try setting these. And sorry, let me check something real quick. Okay. We're doing it. Let's see if it lets us jump. All right, we can jump on the ground. All right, it's letting us jump on his hand now. Still picking us up automatically. And we can like launch if we do it just right. Let me try to get him to launch again. Yeah. So maybe we should have it. So right now the way the jumping works, there's a variable called Onyx jump flag. That gets set to 1 if he's going up and 2 if he's coming down. So what if we only look at collision if he's coming down? Does that make sense? Does that make any difference? It's not to branch to end. Still picks us up automatically, which is weird because it shouldn't be colliding if onyx flag is not 2. Oh, because it's not onyx flag, it's jump flag. I need to get in the habit of looking for errors. Okay, that doesn't have errors. Okay, it's not picking us up now, which is good, because obviously when the hand slams on us, we're gonna want onyx to get hit and take damage, and we'll do that down the road, but I just didn't want it colliding with the hand and getting on top. So how does this look? Jumping's pretty good. I think that's pretty good. We don't want him to continue jumping if you hold A, because that's not how it acts on the floor. So if A is already 1, A held, because when we're pressing A, we set a variable to 1 called A held, so we can always see if A is already held. So if A held is 1, that means we're already pressing A. But we still want it to collide. Collide. If A is held, we're going to branch to collide. Maybe? I think that's good. So he's jumping. He's not bouncing like a pogo stick. He's not automatically colliding. All right, and both hands are working. We can press it consistently and jump. That's cool. All right, I think that's good. We fix the hand sprite, and then we fix the collision that allows us to jump. What now? I think, did we discover? Yeah. So there's some more weird collision here. The mouth must be using tiles that are set in our collide table for this level. So, is that right? What tiles do we have here? Looking up the background. And where is that having us? Gosh darn it. Jump! Alright. So I'm on top. Tiles 77 and 78. Check fall collision. Compare to background 4. Check for jump stop. Jump tiles pointer. Level 4. What? One, two, three. This can't be right. Am I looking at the right routine? Because the way this pointer table is set up, it looks like it's looking at level 2 jump tiles. Is that above my head jumping? Here we are. I think these are those. These are the below the feet tiles. And I need to learn to comment code. Alright, so let's... Those were tiles 77 and 78. Yep, so they are right here in my background collision tile set for this level. So... Man, how can we do this? Collide tiles pointer. Check for fall stop. Not jumping. So I'm using this byte to tell it how many bytes to look at. I'm setting that at the beginning of the loop and decrementing it until it's 0. Which are the floor tiles? CO and C1, which we added way over here. Dang. So it's not like we can just look at like the first couple tiles. Unless I guess I could just restructure this and put them first. And then say not jumping, jumping. It's decrementing though. Man, this is complicated. We might have to save this for another day. I can't think of a good way to change this routine to essentially not do this during a boss fight. We do have a bunch of empty tiles. We could hypothetically just change the tiles it's using. So we'd have to save. This is silly. All right. Copy. Paste. That's 77 and 78, which will now be 7D and 7E. Oh boy. Oh boy. All right, let's see what this does. We're saving the graphics. World 5 boss. Background. Mouth, Abaddon, mouth open tiles. 77 and 78 will be 7D and 7E. Hopefully we don't break anything here. Well, that ain't working. Oh, because I didn't close, reopen, and reload. Okay. It's still colliding. Let's copy all of these tiles to collide pointer. Not wall. Floor. Gosh darn it. World 5. Floor tiles. Floor pointer. I think I put my name there. Yes. None of those are in there. None of those are in there. None of those are in there. None of those. None of those. '76, 7D, 7E, 79. Those aren't there. You know how my... Man, that's not going to work. Man, this video is not a good video. So the way my collision works, and I just thought of this, it's looking at the background. It's looking at the background files as it's written. So it's not looking at the updated tiles. You know, when I'm animating his mouth opening and closing, it's looking at those tile sets that I have written specifically for that animation. But it's looking at the background tiles as they are when the background loads. So we need to open, that's my stomach. We need to open Hex Fiend, and we will World 5 Boss, that's correct. And we need to find 77 and 78 right here. And that's 7D, 7E. We're going to resave that name table file. We're going to recompile. We're going to reload. Haha! All right, no more weird mouth collision. Man, all right. So we got that. Making some good progress here. So now we can, when his mouth opens, we need fireballs. Fireballs. Let's reopen the sprite session here. And right here are the fireball sprites. So they'll basically just spin in a circle and just replace this tile each however many frames so it looks like it's spinning. So they're all just a single tile, which is nice. And we should have a pretty good number of sprites free. Oh yeah, 1, 2, 3. Let's just start with a single fireball. I think when it's all said and done, I think I want to have maybe like 3 fireballs coming at you. So you'll have the fireballs from his mouth to worry about, the floor fire to worry about, the hand slamming on you to worry about. Still don't know how it's all going to work together. We'll figure that out maybe next video, because we're getting pretty close to being done. We have almost all the elements, in the code that we can start sort of arranging to happen at different times. So when he opens his mouth, we will spawn a fireball. We will animate a fireball. And let's just get that far. And for the hell of it, we'll just make it kind of just shoot downward, just to get it moving, just so it doesn't sit in front of his mouth. So I'll leave we probably don't need my name there anymore. Oh, no, we don't need these. Okay. So run level boss. And move Abaddon hands, animate Abaddon hands. Spawn Abaddon fireballs. We'll put an S on there because there will be more than one fireball at some point. Animate Abaddon fireballs. We need to boss phase. So this is boss phase 1. Load boss phase 1. No, load boss phase compare to 1. If it's not, try boss 5 phase 3. And we'll comment all these out. Try boss 5 phase 3. Animate Abaddon fireballs. Move Abaddon fireballs. What is my stomach doing? That is so annoying. There's nothing worse than recording a video and your stomach just making noise. All right. So when it spawns, we need to increment boss phase. And we still want all 3 of these to happen in the next boss phase also. Because it's just going from spawning the fireball to animating and moving the fireball. Because obviously we don't want it to continue spawning in the same place every frame or it'll never move. So it needs to spawn, move on to the next phase, then it can animate and move. All right. So, trying to copy all these routine names here. All right, bank 23, trusty old bank 23. Spawn Abaddon fireballs. Animate Abaddon fireballs. Move Abaddon fireballs. Okay, so we need to do it when his mouth is open. Didn't we have some sort of variable checking that? No, that's hand's position. How am I? Mouth open tiles. Bat timer +1. So bat timer +1 when it's over 80. Okay, so 80 to FF, which is basically the second half of every byte, um, the second half of the variable byte, um, it is open. So if bat timer hits 80, sorry, if bat timer plus 1 hits 80, spawn the fireball. Bat timer plus 1 if it's 80. If it's not 80, we'll go to end. If it is 80, we will spawn the fireball. And we need to set the fireball to fireballs. Fireball. We're going to do 0698. This is the first available sprite that we're not currently using. 0698. 0698. That is... Oh no, we are using that because that's where the floor fire is. Oh man, so floor fires, that was using 4 tiles, 2 per side. 1, 2, 3, 4. So basically 06A8. That is the fireball vertical position. Fireball 69B is the X position. All right. Bank 23. We're gonna... Where do we think his mouth is here? Maybe 90. If 80 is the middle of the screen, I'd say maybe this is 90. 90. Fireball V. 80. Fireball X position. What tile is that? O C. OC. Fireball V plus 1, because the second byte of every sprite group is the tile number. We learned that last video. And then this uses palette 3. And that's down here. I can't show you, with my mouse because it only does it when I hover over the tile. But down here at the bottom of this program, it tells you what palette whatever sprite you're hovering over uses. So you see down there at the bottom it says $03CE.4 equals 3. So that equals 3 is what palette it's using. So we will set it to Fireball V plus 2, which is the third byte of each sprite grouping we learned is the palette number. So we will do that. After it spawns, we'll increment the boss phase, which will then animate and move Abaddon fireballs. So we need another timer for the animation. Timer. Trapdoor reset timer. So there are no trapdoors here, so I'm sure this timer is up for grabs. So we're gonna increment trapdoor reset timer, load trapdoor reset timer. If it's less than 8, we'll go to frame 1. If it's less than 10, hex 10, which is decimal 16, go to frame 2, frame 3, frame 4, because there are 4 frames of animation. And then, I guess we could probably just reset it here. And if it gets this far down here, obviously it is beyond 20. So that'll be the time to reset the timer, just so it continually gets up to 20, goes through all 4 frames of animation. So frame 1, we learned was tile OC, Fireball V plus 1, because that is the Fireball tile number. 2, 3, 4. 4 frames of animation. So I believe those are the tile numbers: OC, OD, OE, OF. And you can also see those at the bottom of the screen down there. So it says $00D8 equals $0C, which is, this is 0C. The first row of sprites is 00 to 0F, 10 to 1F, 20 to 2F, etc., all the way to F0 to FF, 256 bytes. All 8-bit computers, which the NES is one, it all runs on basically groups of 256 bytes. So background tiles, 256 bytes. Sprites, 256 bytes. So that should animate correctly. And then we said we're just going to move the fireball straight down just to see it move. We'll adjust this after we get it working. So we're going to load fireball vertical position. If it is, basically if it hits the ground, we'll make it disappear. We said the ground was around A8, I think. If it's less than that, we'll ignore. If it reaches that far, we're going to set both the X and Y position to FF, which basically just moves it off the screen. So load FF, store fireball V, and store fireball. So that's the vertical position, the X position. Then we want to go back to the previous boss phase, so it can just respawn the fireball every time his mouth opens, which obviously is way too often. We'll change it to where it just does it randomly, or maybe he doesn't open his mouth nearly as often as he currently is. But he opens his mouth, spawns the fireball, fireball animates and moves, goes straight down. We don't have it going straight down yet. We just have it going off screen if it reaches the ground. So we need to increment fireball vertical value every frame. So it'll keep doing this every frame. It'll check to see if it reaches the floor every frame. If it doesn't, it will just go to end and keep moving down. Once it reaches the ground, it will move it off screen, and we will decrement boss phase. And we'll reset trapdoor timer. Trapdoor reset timer. No errors. All right. So it's spawning the fireball when he closes his mouth, and it's spawning it way too far down, like underneath him, which obviously is wrong. All right. Let's look at this. Maybe it's when bat timer is 0? I could have sworn I checked. Okay. So at least he's spawning it now when he opens his mouth. It needs to be higher. And a little bit to the left. See how that looks. Closer. Alright, so it needs to go up left maybe 1 and up 8 pixels maybe? X position looks perfect. Y position looks perfect too, actually. Yeah, I mean, it's right coming out of dead center of his mouth. I think it could animate faster. Let's make it not move and kill. I want to see it. I want to see it actually animate. It's going off screen too fast. Are we seeing all the frames here? Oh, it's not. These aren't in spinning order. Wait, yeah, they are. I'm stupid. Okay. Well, there's that. I'm stupid for this video. So, slow this down. I'm never seeing... Oh, there isn't one with the... Those are the same tile. I screwed this up, didn't I? C, D, E. Am I crazy, or is sprite C and sprite F the same? I think this one is supposed to be... clockwise. I think it's supposed to be like that. Yeah. Okay. So... hopefully... that's all I need to do. Save graphics. World 5 boss sprites. Yes. Recompile. Power off. Reload the screen. There are no hands. Oh boy. Okay, so I must have screwed up where we added sprite 0. This is why I'm so bad at keeping... Like, I just reload the session, but I don't update the session if I change the CHR. Alright, we can fix this. We can fix this. Sprite 0 is looking for tile 83. 81, 2, 3. I want to say it was there. Current table. World 5 boss sprites. Reload. Much better. Oh yeah, that animation looks way better. Is it smooth? Yeah, it looks pretty good. Alright. So we will reactivate this routine to make it reach the floor. Gonna be pretty fun. All right. So, a couple things. We talked about last time how it's showing me as the one saying, "Come to me, Patty Slinger," which is obviously not me. It's Abaddon talking to me. So we need to have Abaddon's name here instead of Onyx. It's been so long since I set up the dialogue routines. I don't even remember how to do that. Check boss fade out. Well, Onyx. Didn't I have a variable called actor or something? Actor speaking. Actor speaking. Let's not move mouths, because we're not moving mouths here. Draw actor. I think this is where it draws who is speaking. Actor speaking. Actors. I have Abaddon set up as the third actor. 0, 1, 2. So if I set actor speaking to 2, when this boss fight loads, it should say Abaddon there, right? 2. Actor speaking to 2. Check boss fade out. Okay, and I already have them separated by level here. So I can just do it right here. 02. Store actor speaking. No lanterns. Compile. Reload. That didn't do shit. Actor speaking. Am I resetting actor speaking to 0 somewhere? That is byte 29 in the 0 page. 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. Yes, so it's resetting to 0 somewhere. I set this variable 6 times in the code. One time I just did. Run prologue event. That's not this. Set up dialogue level start. Boss screen. Okay. Level, not level 2. Try lichen level, try level 3. Try level 4. Final boss intro text. It jumps to connect. Aha. Okay, so we can't just assume Onyx is speaking in... Okay, so we can just do level pointer. If it's the last level, skip actor. So we're going to skip resetting the actor to Onyx if it's this level at the boss fight. Now, that might do it at the beginning of this level too, but I don't think actor speaking will ever change until the boss fight, so it shouldn't matter. Alright, let's see what happens. Not tight. Okay, we're running out of branch space here. 7281. So let me explain. It's saying at line 7281, and I have line numbers turned on here. Branch if not equal, not tight. It can't reach not tight. And not tight is way up here, but it's just a return from subroutine, so I can just skip to end instead. I don't know why I tried going that far, because this is way closer and ends the subroutine. So we'll compile, no errors, power off, reload. I'm very confused. Actor speaking is 29. 29 is set to 2. Actor speaking, which is 2. Multiply by 2, which is 4. Multiply by 2, which is 8. Multiply by 2, which is 16. Transfer 16 to X. We're looking at actors, which is this, with an offset of 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We're adding 8F. I don't understand. Only skipping this. It's still going to dialogue setup and talk happening. 4. Skip actor. Actor speaking is being set, but it's not drawing. What if just as a troubleshooting thing, does it say Todd? If we have it set to 1. Yes. Now why is Todd working? Alright, how do I look at my dang graphics? Tile viewer. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I guess there's supposed to be a colon there, but Yeah, I'm at a loss here. I mean, it's not even doing the colon. Because there should be a colon right here. So bad at messing. It's putting an H there. I am confused. Actor speaking. Actor speaking. 29. It is 2. Times 2 is 4. Times 2 is 8. Times 2 is 16. Transfer 16 to X. Reset Y. Tell it where on the screen to draw. Actors plus 16. If that is 8 and that is 8, this has to be 16. Alright, let's just put two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If we just have random letters there, does it change at all? No. But it's weird that it works. Man, I really thought this part would be just a quick breeze. Change the name and move on. We've gotten a lot accomplished, but I really want this to be fixed before we end the video. So there's something else happening. Like it's maybe drawing this and then overwriting it. But why would it work? I know this is not very compelling. Level NMI. Draw actor level. There's a completely different table for actors in the level? Oh my god. I have so much duplicated code, like stuff for the prologue, stuff for the levels. That's exactly the same, with like minor changes. It's such stupid programming. Alright. Abadida. Alright, so this is funny. So the two actors we've had in the game so far, Onyx and Todd, both have 4 characters in their name. Abaddon has more than 4 characters in his name. I did not consider in my dialogue routines that it would start in a different location, which is stupid. Level talking. 67. 2367. That is correct. So, oh man. Load level pointer. No, we can just do this. What's the variable name? Actor speaking. If actor speaking is 2, if it's not 2, go to regular actor, which uses the 67 location. If it is, Abaddon colon, where the E is, 23.6a. So we'll do 6a. And then jump to connect, which will connect right here. Does that work? Oh, let's see. So it's not drawing enough. The actor drawing routine does not consider that there are more than 4 characters either. All right, draw level actor. Draw actor level. Yep, it's only doing 5 characters there for the 4 characters in the colon. So, load actor speaking. If it's 2, if it's not 2, go to regular actor, which is here. If it's this one, we'll compare 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Loop. Jump to connect. Connect. All right. See if that works. Looks right. I assume I'm going to have to... Oh no, it might even out. Oh man. So the erasing routine assumes there's dialogue there. Oh, so many routines that I did not consider. All right, erase text. That is a variable, not a routine. Level NMI. Maybe even the regular NMI. Previous. Oh, clear talking row. Man, I'm worried that this is not going to be quite as easy as the other routines. Where is my tile map? All right, so we're starting the clear at 23.6a. You can see right below in that box it says tile map address 23.6a. That's the memory address of that location of the background. So 23.6a. Right here we have 23. Used to be 67. So we're going to go... I can never remember the name of this. Actor speaking to. It's not to regular actor. Regular actor. Six A, jump to connect. Load state. Come to me, Patty. Still did it. I bet there's a clear level talking row. Yep, clear talking row level. All right, so we can just cut this and do away with all this except the 67. Clear talking row level. And that's here. Regular actor. Connect. Okay. Reload. We need to erase. That's close. I mean, that went better than I expected. Erase actor, name. So we need to erase more than 5 tiles if load actor speaking to, if it's not, regular actor, compare 8, because we need 3 more than it's currently doing. 5 plus 3 is 8. Loop, jump to connect, connect. All right. This is it. Is this it? Oh yeah. All right. So we officially have every element to some degree programmed. Obviously, there are going to be more fireballs. They're going to be going different directions. They're not just going straight down. We have to bring in the floor fire again. We have to sort of come up with a routine that makes the boss fight challenging and sort of randomized a bit. But we've done some good work here. Next video, I guess we'll start putting this together a little bit. The clock is telling me it is 8 o'clock. And that means the video is done. Not that 8 o'clock meant the video is going to be done, but it's cool timing. Thanks for watching. Please comment. Comments like keep me going, man. All of you that have like commented on previous videos so far, you're making me very happy. But let's keep the enthusiasm going. We're getting close. Like I said, after I'm done with this boss fight, I think I'm going to start doing a series where I program just a basic NES game from scratch, just so you can kind of see the whole process. You can be there with me when I come up with stupid label names and stupid variable names and duplicate code all over the place and call it, you know, slightly different names to just confuse myself in the future. It'll be great. So thanks for watching. Like, describe, all the good stuff. We'll see you next time.